Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make some delicious buttermilk pancakes. What I'm going to do is I got 3 cups of flour. I'm going to pour that into my sifter. Then I have 3 tablespoons of sugar, which I'm going to add right in there. And then I have my 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. Just scoop that in there and then level it off. And I like to sprinkle it all the way around. Now we're going to do our 1/2 teaspoon. Same thing, put it in there. Then we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt. This is our salt. Add that right in there. Now I'm going to just shake this all together and sift it through. This helps get rid of any lumps and clumps that you may have, but it also really blends the baking soda and the baking powder in together. You probably will make a little bit of a mess, but it's alright. These are going to be, see how much finer the flour is? That's going to make for really good pancakes. Now I'm going to add our buttermilk. I'll make a little bit of a hole here. Buttermilk. This is 3 cups of buttermilk. The one reason why I really like this recipe is because it makes lots of pancakes. My family will be able to eat pancakes for several days. Then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of milk. I use whole milk to go in with this. I have 3 eggs. And then I have 1/3 cup of butter. Add all that in there. Now you're going to beat this together. You want to make sure your eggs get broken and beaten in really well. And then I work my way out and then back into the center again. And then I reach around again on the outside, scrape the edges of the bowl, and then back in the middle. You can see that that one egg is still not broken. I think I got him right there. It's okay if your batter is lumpy. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. You just got to get it all blended together. Now I'm going to add our vanilla. We need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to pour that in there. Gives it a nice flavor. And again, I'm just going to beat that in there. Alright, you can see I got it all incorporated really nice. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. If you want your batter a little bit thinner, you could always add a little bit more milk. But I think this is a really good texture here. So I'm going to get my griddle ready and we are going to cook these bad boys up. Alright, so I got my griddle out here. Whenever I cook pancakes, I like to get my griddle out because I can cook a lot of pancakes at once instead of just doing 2 or 3 in a pan. So we're gonna get that going. I use a 1/2 cup measuring scoop, but I don't necessarily use the whole thing. I just put a nice sized pancake right there. And then another one. I'm just gonna scoop this all the way down. And you can make these as small or as big. Probably should be making these a little smaller because they do get big and fluffy. There we go. We'll watch those cook. Now what you're looking for when the pancake is cooking is it's going to start bubbling. You're going to be looking for bubbles and to show that it's going to be cooking all the way through. Once I see one, I'll let you know. Alright, so these are done. I'm going to slide these off. I'm going to put some on a plate over here for us. Put Put those there. Now we're going to add some more. Just going to scoop this up. Just a little bit there and a little bit there. This little half a scoop works out perfect. So we just dab a little on each one. Now if you're wondering what that black blob is down on the floor, this is my dog, Roxy. And she is always in the kitchen when I am cooking. She's always hoping for a little crumb. So she is always wherever I am in the kitchen. Alright, we will let those continue cooking. Now all these pancakes have some good bubbles going on them, so we're going to flip them over. They are nice golden brown. Ooh, very good. There we are. And if you accidentally flip one over on top of another one, it's no big deal. See how thick these are rising after you flip them? They're getting even puffier and bigger. Very good pancakes. We have tried all kinds of box pancakes mixes where you just add water or you just add a couple eggs, and we have not found those near as good as these pancakes. The buttermilk made from scratch pancakes have been awesome, and this batch makes a huge batch, and my family will eat some. The rest of them I will put in a freezer bag, put them in the freezer, and then everyone can just grab them whenever they're in the mood for pancakes that day. These are turning out nice. So a good way to watch the pancakes get done is you can see these little bubbles. They come up and they pop. Those bubbles let you know that it's cooking all the way through and they're getting golden brown on the other side. They'll come up and then they just pop. Now if you look at this pancake, you're going to see these little holes and bubbles popping up. That's showing that it is getting close to getting done. The other thing you can do is just take the corner of it and lift it up and look underneath it to see if it's golden brown on the other side. And they are not quite ready yet. But you can see how they're getting nice, big, and fluffy. Alright, this last bit of batter that I have left, I am throwing in some chocolate chips. My kids love chocolate chip pancakes. So I'm just going to stir it in there. Probably going to add a little bit more. Make it nice and chocolatey for them. Alright, there we go. I'll scrape my spoon off. Now I'll use the same scooper I had, and we'll do this just like we did before, only this time we got some lovely chocolate chips. Oh yes. I probably should have made more of them with chocolate chips than just this last little bit of the batter, but that's the way it goes. Alright, we'll let those cook up, and they are going to be delicious. Alright, you can see how the edges of the pancake are starting to look more done. And we got these bubbles popping up. That's letting us know that it's also done. So we're going to check this pancake just underneath. Oh yeah. So we're going to go ahead and flip it. And look at that. Golden brown with all those chocolate chips. They are going to be delicious. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip the rest of these. Oh yes. Oh, and look at that. They can't always be perfect, can they? We can just call this a doubler. Alrighty. Alright, these are done. I'm going to take these off right here. Just lay them right on top of the other ones. And we got these here that are doing a piggyback ride. We're just gonna slide those up there too. And then we're gonna finish off our batter. If you want, you could add some more butter on your pan at this time, but I think ours is pretty good. Alright, we're gonna let those cook up nice and good again. Alright, look at the stack of pancakes we made. Oh my gosh. We got chocolate chip pancakes and regular pancakes. These are going to be awesome. Now, got me a couple of pancakes right here. This is how I like to have my pancakes. This is my homemade strawberry jam. Put a little bit of strawberry jam there. Putting some strawberry jam there. There we go. Now, we want to top that baby off with a little Cool Whip. Woo! And now that is a pancake. So, let's take a bite of this. That looks really good. Delicious. If you like this recipe, you can give me a thumbs up and you can like it. You can also subscribe. I'm having lots more recipes that I'm going to be putting up for everybody. So if you enjoy it, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thanks.